Good afternoon, my friends. Welcome back for another shave today, which is brought to us by Seaforth Spiced. This is a great soap. It is added to the accumulator. It looks beautiful. I think, though, I may clean out the accumulator and start fresh. I'm starting to have a little difficulty getting a good lather out of it. It's super slick, and it ends up being just kind of a soupy, but it's great to shave with. So I don't know. We're still learning how to do this. Our razor today is a Gillette Fatboy, a F4, fourth quarter 1960. This is my birthday razor. We brought this Lawdus back out. This was a sample blade sent to me, and has 4 shaves on it. We're good to go. Let's get started, huh? Not much Revolutionary War history today, but this is a great history day in that today I was going to try to do it at 4:14 in the afternoon, but I was sitting in the chair and got to relaxing and lost track of time. So, whatever. The 20th of July is the date of the Apollo 11 landed on the moon. And this is a cool one. I just learned about it the day before yesterday. The Viking, is it Viking? I need to look that up. Hold on, I'll be right back. Yes, it was Viking. Viking happened to land on Mars 7 years later on the same date, 20th. I thought that was pretty cool. And what's cool, even more neat, and to make it so serendipitous, was that it just happened to land that day. They had planned Viking to land on Mars on the 4th of July, 1976. Well, what happened was, they planned this stuff way out. They orbited, and they launched dates and times and everything carefully lined up and have a spot ready to go by the time they get there, though. And they pass over a few times. They just decided that spot was not suitable for landing on. The terrain was bad, or wind was blowing the wrong direction. I'm not sure what happened, but by the time they figured out a new spot, it wasn't the 4th of July anymore. They found the new spot and were able to land on the 20th of July. So it lined up with Apollo's landing date. I thought that was pretty darned cool. How just these accidents and stuff lined up. And of course, that's like super nerd stuff for me, and that's the kind of stuff I enjoy. So there you have it. You can mock me if you wish. Like I said, I'm a big fan of Apollo missions, the Apollo spacecraft. That's just because I was 8 years old at the time, and that was the neatest thing going. So I remember watching that. I don't know if it was live because I was 8 years old. I remember seeing it on the little black and white TV that Dad had when we were living at Kadena Air Force Base, Okinawa. And our only TV was that little thing, and we were all crowded around it watching. I don't know what time it was. Might have been on tape delay. I don't know what channel it was. Obviously it was Armed Forces television. I think there was only one channel on the base, but we watched it land, and that started a firestorm of neat stuff that we would find at the little 10-cent stores that are all over the place in Okinawa and Japan. You go there and there's little models and little pencil cases. All of them had the pictures of the lunar module on there, or the Saturn V lifting off. At the time, it was the most powerful machine ever created. It's probably still right up there. I don't know what the most powerful is now. If you know what that is, if it's the, what is that, the reusable one that Elon Musk is working on, if that's the most powerful one, let me know. Leave it down in the comments. I'd be interested in that. I'm sure the guys are. Boy, this soap is slick. I may not even have to put fabric or product on. But I've got a lot of lather here, so I might as well put some down. I'm going to treat you guys as 4 directions. What's neat is, and you hear guys talking about, you know, going against the grain and with the grain. This north, south, east, west, for me, none of these are exactly with the grain or against the grain. They're just like kind ofs, obliques. And those are pretty beneficial too. They get your beard at different angles. Well, this blade, this is pretty comfortable blade. I don't know if it takes things off quite as well as my usual blades, but they do a pretty good job. You know, for the space program, Gillette invented a special razor just for that, and it was used, called a Techmatic. When in those days, an interesting new innovation that everybody thought was the best thing going. 8-track tape, an endless loop of, or a loop of tape wrapped around, and well, the Techmatic is kind of like that. They got a great big long ribbon of razor material, and you shave with, and then you turn the handle, and it advances that ribbon and gives you fresh new razor blade on a ribbon. I thought that was kind of neat, and I think it was used in the Apollo space program. I'm very pleased with these, though. The good old foil razor. This soap is so, I think that what's happening with this accumulator, that I got so much soap in there that I'm having trouble rinsing it off. It's just so slick. But we got it. Let's see what the tail of the alum says. I don't know why I keep looking from habit. On my old iPad, the camera was right here, and now it's down here, and I keep looking over here when I should be looking at you in this space. But I've only had it a week or so, so I'm gonna get used to it. No No sting, no tingle, nothing. These are getting a little bit more difficult to get hold of, but they're still way plentiful, these Fat Boys. And Gillette Slims also. All the Gillette adjustable razors, terrific shavers. And when you can get them, if you get one in good shape, they're wonderful, wonderful. And of course, Seaforth Spiced. This is a revival of the classic Seaforth brand from the 40s and 50s, early 60s. And Spiced was one of their fragrances at the time. This is I don't know how faithful it is to the original, but it's pretty darn nice. I like it real well. I'm Major Rich. You can find me at theshavingcutter.com. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please leave a like, share, subscribe if you're so inclined, and we will see you next time. Bye-bye.